Hope you're enjoying your 3-day weekend if you do have an extra day off today. More Flash-related topics today. There's probably going to be a lot of Flash-related stuff to talk about leading up to the release of the movie, and then of course afterward it comes out June 16th in theaters. Yesterday on my channel I talked about what movies you should watch to prepare for The Flash if you're interested, and that video is up on the channel as well. Today, Sasha Calle had some interesting comments regarding Henry Cavill. As you know, she is playing Supergirl in the movie, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing her. I think based on the trailers, I think she's really going to do a great job in the role. And she said on a virtual global press conference for the movie that Henry Cavill saw The Flash and he loved it. So that's pretty interesting. Yes, he's our Superman, but that was a very public, humiliating situation that happened with him regarding DC coming back as Superman for just, under a minute, and then having to come back and say, wait, I'm not. So during the brief time that he was back as Superman, there were rumors coming out that he did film something for the Flash movie. And then even after we found out that they weren't going to keep him for the universe moving forward, there was still some reports coming out that he had filmed a scene for The Flash that had been, removed from the film. So I do think that was probably pretty accurate. Pamela Abdi and Michael DeLuca, if they had given him the okay at that time to do the cameo for the credit scene in Black Adam, the studio told him to make an announcement for his return. I don't see why it's not a far-fetched idea that he would also film something for The Flash. It is a multiverse movie, and so why wouldn't you have him, show up in some capacity? And you're bringing in Supergirl. The whole rumor was that he and Supergirl were going to meet somehow in the movie, and I was like, yes! Unfortunately, Henry Cavill is not going to be the Superman of the DC universe moving forward. I'm still excited to see Sasha Calle as Supergirl. It doesn't really take away from that. It just would have been really amazing to see the two of them together. And now seeing her in the trailers, I think, wow, makes me want to see them together even more, because I think she would work really well alongside Henry Cavill's Superman. I could see them together in the same movie. I mean, probably have a better idea of that after watching The Flash in its entirety, but just based on the trailers, I do see that. I do, her suit is very similar. It looks very similar to his. It looks like it was inspired by his suit design, and, kind of just the way she's carrying herself in the little bit that we've seen in the trailers. I do think that she would be a good pairing, Supergirl with Henry Cavill's Superman. And so that is going to be bittersweet, knowing that we could have seen them together. I think it would have been a really cool interaction to see, but they're making a lot of changes. And I guess during that press conference, she also said that she took some advice from Henry Cavill. I'm not exactly sure what that advice was. Maybe we'll learn more about that at some point, but she said that he congratulated her. And, I wouldn't expect anything less from Henry Cavill. He is a class act. He's very professional. And, I'm sure despite what happened with him in the studio, he's still going to, share his appreciation for someone else. She's kind of the Superman or the Kryptonian in The Flash, instead of having Superman. And this is her first time on screen in that character, and it's a very big role, just like it is for any other, actors that take on these big superhero movies. It's a huge role for their career. I'm sure that he could sympathize with her a lot for maybe a lot of, things that she is feeling, or things for her to maybe keep in mind and things of that nature. So I wouldn't expect anything less from him. Even though the studio did with what they did to him, that doesn't mean that he's not going to show his appreciation for the film itself and for Sasha Calle stepping into the Supergirl role. I'm sure he wishes that they could have, that we could see them on screen together, just like the rest of us would like to. I'm sure she wants the same thing, because why wouldn't you want that? Everyone wants that, except these morons that keep coming into positions of decision making at Warner Brothers. It seems like Pamela Abdi and Michael DeLuca had the right thing in mind, you know, but then it just changed so quickly. And I hope one day we get to hear more details about if in fact it's true that they filmed something with Henry Cavill for The Flash. I hope one day we're able to learn more details about that, because yes, I know people say it wouldn't matter. I know, but I just want to know. Who knows what's going to happen with Sasha Calle as Supergirl? Like, I hope that she gets to stick around. I mean, with James Gunn and all that, knowing that they're going to do a Supergirl thing moving, you know, in the future, if they make it that far into their actual universe, who knows? Something else might happen where DC gets bought again by someone else and things change again. But if they do make it down the line to their Supergirl project, are they going to use Sasha Calle? I don't think that they would speak on that right now. It's too soon because no one has seen the movie. They haven't got any feedback or reception from it yet. Same goes with Ezra Miller as the Flash. But I do think it's unfair to introduce her in this movie and then be like, oh, well, you're never going to see her again. That kind of sucks, you know? Like, okay, we've seen Ezra Miller as the Flash before. We've seen Ben Affleck as Batman. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. We've seen all these other people that are in the movie, but not her, you know? And it still sucks that we're losing everyone else. Yes, but you get this role, these kinds of roles in movies, in cinema, like, you expect it to be a long-term thing, at least for some, you know, extended period of time. You don't expect it to be, you're in one movie and that's it. Typically, these kinds of roles are like, you're taking on a huge commitment to playing the character in several movies and having all these different appearances and things like that. So who wouldn't expect that? Especially a Superman related character, you know? So I don't know. I guess only time will tell. But it was interesting to hear what she had to say about Henry Cavill watching the film. Some people have the impression that, you know, we might see Henry Cavill in some brief passing cameo or something like that in a multiverse situation. Possible. We don't know. It's very possible. But it would have been... I mean, when Henry Cavill made his announcement to come back as Super, like, I was like, he's going to be in every movie. Oh my God, I can't wait. Like, yes, these reports coming out that he's filming stuff for The Flash. I can't wait. Like, that was the most excited I was for The Flash because of what was being said for the, you know, a year or two before that, is that, you know, Zod kills Henry Cavill's Superman as a baby and they're getting rid of Ben Affleck's Batman, all that. When he came back and it was being reported that he was filming stuff for The Flash and then Ben Affleck was filming stuff for Aquaman 2, I'm like, oh my God, yes, like, they are coming back. And that was the most excited I had been for The Flash because it meant that we didn't have to watch this sad ending that they were trying to get rid of Superman and Batman. Your, like, most important beloved characters. And it was like, yes, we can really be excited about this movie. Just look forward to it and look forward to seeing all of them. And in a Flashpoint-based movie, you expect to see pretty much everyone in the league. And I still am looking forward to the movie. I really am. It was nice that Sasha Calle, you know, shared those things about her interaction with Henry Cavill and what he thought about the movie. So I'm glad he enjoyed it. It's going to be hard not seeing him in the movie, but I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. I just wanted to share that on the channel today. Thank you guys for watching. Check out anything you might have missed recently, and we'll see you soon.